Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tournament Kingdom Arena Tournament on March 22nd, 2025. We have the final 8 remaining duos for you. We had a Group A and Group B play against each other. We had 16 players. We cut those in half. 4 players in each group have advanced, and now we're going to the final games. We have 3 games here. I will be doing the play-by-play casting. Joining me will be Gilded Bark, who will do the color casting, and then we have Daniel, who will be doing more of like a scouting type thing. I wasn't sure exactly how to do this, but I thought it would be interesting to have a caster talk about what the first place is doing, while I and Gilded Bark, probably used the wrong grammar there, but we'll be spectating the last place team, seeing if they can crawl out of the pit that they are currently in. Like I said, this is round 1 of the finals. And we'll quickly, I don't know how much time we have. We might need to synchronize up a bit, so you'll get a little peek behind the scenes. But we have Llama, an alternative, Bean Shark, and Tired. We have Erebus and Poppy Zed. We have Endro and Socrates. We have Creamy Pie I'm Anxious. Orgol Zero Zen, RL, Infections, Zav, and Luke and Hyo. And as we load in, like I said, we need to step on up. But as we're loading in, Gilded Bark, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing all right. And yep, we don't have much time, but how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good.
All right, everyone, let's fast forward, making sure we're all synced. I'm at 10 seconds, 11
Yep,
seconds.
11, 12. Yep.
Copy that. Okay, gonna tab out real quick because I need to hide some stuff. All right, and we are here, round 1. Okay, let's start off with, we'll watch Gromp versus Krugs first, which is Hyle and Luke, and versus Endro and Socrates. And Yep will give us an update on the first place team. Obviously, it's the first round, so it's hard to know exactly what we'll be paying attention to. But we'll be paying attention to Grump for now. We'll see where they go.
I'll be watching Team Poro, and looks like Zed got that Infernal Soul. We'll see how that works for him.
Nice. Oh. Sorry, I lost track. Okay. Here we are. Zach, Lysandra roots up Socrates. Socrates trying to go for the top plant. Will get low, but will be able to take 2 of those plant charges. Howl, full health, and still has Zach passive. Luke is getting lower. Howl will try his best to peel him. It's hard to peel a Xin Zhao with a point-and-click engage like that. W lands onto Luke. Luke is one shot. Luke is now down. 1v2 for Zach. He still has passive, though. Will try and get away from that. Does have the portal. Will portal out to the opposite side of the map. Endra will protect that zone from Howl getting the revive. Howl flashes. Does have the plant. Will go down. Now he has the Zac revive passive. Will not have the plant whenever he respawns. Endril will finish off the kill, and Socrates and Endril will win round 1 on that. Let's turn on over to, let's do Minion versus Scuttle. We have Bean Shark versus Erebus and Poppy Zed. She goes down. And then now we are at the voting. So I'm doing this all based off of memory, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. If you vote Kled is up here on the top left. You can throw tomatoes on the opposing board and deal a little bit of damage. Rel makes it shorter or cheaper prismatics, and Darius makes it everyone is half health, but if you eliminate someone, you get health back and gold, and man, this game is going to be a lot faster as Tired wins the vote for the Darius.
Damn.
Now we will spectate Gromp, excuse me, I forgot, everyone's getting half health right now by the Darius animation. Oh, everyone goes to 50. I didn't even realize that. They changed that this patch, apparently. Okay, so everyone starts at 50. So this is going to be a very quick round 1, apparently. I guess let's continue focusing on Lysandra Zac over here. And then, yep, you pay attention to the Rise Cho'Gath, a.k.a. Infections and Zav.
Looks good.
Let's talk about this change. I don't think this will impact the map too much, this Darius change, because it doesn't seem like anyone has any insane late game scaling. So I don't think too many people will mind this too much, but we shall see. As we get into round 2, Luke Howe versus Tired and Beanshark. Looking for engage. Does land a knock up onto Beanshark. Lands the nice long range Q. Tired getting lower. We'll go for the plant. We'll get 2 of those charges. Beanshark separating to try and get the bottom plant. Brand lands the W onto Hal. Luke engages. Here comes the Zac E to follow. Beanshark flashes forward to dodge the Zac E. Another nice Q by Hal. It's the Bobs to heal himself up. Charm misses by Beanshark. Q lands. Luke positioning quite well against the Brand. Picks up some more blobs. There's a 1v1 scenario on both sides of the map. Beanshark and Luke are trying to go for the plant. How is trying to go on top of Tired, but will not succeed yet. Bottom plant is now spawning. Luke gets hit by that. Does get 3 charge plants, or at least 2 of them. Engages on Beanshark. Luke will survive by the skin of his teeth. And let's head on over to the Borbgal, Zero Zen versus I'm Anxious and Creamy Pie. Creamy Pie takes down Borbgal, Zero Zen, all on his own. The ring will be closing. Probably won't go for the revive. Does get some of the plants. Creamy Pie takes one of them at least. Zero Zen lands a nice mantra Q onto Creamy Pie. Creamy Pie is now burning. I Am Anxious versus Zero Zen. And I Am Anxious is the winner for that round. What did we miss in your match? Yup, anything interesting?
Yeah, it was a mirror matchup. It was Cho'Gath Rise versus Cho'Gath Rise and Poppy Zed Team Scuttle.
Okay.
They just barely got out-regened by Team Wolf's Ocean Soul on the Rise, I think.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't even realize there was 2 mirror matchups. That's going to be difficult to cast, but we'll get through it. Let's focus on Zen Graves. Technically, there's 4 people last place, but we'll focus on the very bottom just for continuity's sake. Gilded Bark, anything that speaks about this build / augments to you?
Yeah, I'm looking at their builds, and I saw Zed got Prowler's Claw, which is amazing on him, and Graves as well. He got Duskblade, so high lethality items on that duo, and they should be pumping out some real serious damage here soon.
Middle plant is spawning. Alternative has a nice smoke screen to zone off Tired from getting it. Beanshark instantly engages, instantly gets ulted by Zed. Beanshark will go down by the Zed ultimate. Tired all in his lonesome, will maybe take the portal, but goes for a good trade. Ult bouncing off of Llama and himself. Takes the 1v1 against the Zed. Now a 1v1 against Alternative. Lands the stun. The revive available. Tired positioning for the revive, but will walk away because he's a little scared of Graves in that small area. Graves getting the health back. Now 2v1. Alternative trying to bring back Llama, his teammate. Alternative does bring it back. Llama goes on to Beanshark instantly. Nice Prowler's Claw to finish the burst damage. Tired again on his own. No more revive. Ring is closing. Unfortunately, Brand is not immune to the fire ring. As he does kill Graves. Good try in a 1v2 scenario for most of that round. But Llama and Alternative will take the round. We'll go over to Zab Infections versus Zero Zen and Borbgal. Borbgal died on the side on the left. Zero Zen will go to the fire and I guess has accepted his fate. Moving on to Gromp and Scuttle. We have Poppy Zed, Howl, and Luke win that round. So I believe, yep, you were spectating the Zero Zen Borbgal that just died in the ring. Anything that we missed that led to that point?
I was actually watching Team Wolf.
Oh, okay.
And they had another decisive round, and Infections making me realize how strong Ocean Soul is, especially early game. It's definitely winning them some rounds.
Yeah, then we have Mountain Soul and Cho'Gath. Okay, so they both interesting. They both have different souls of dragons. What are the chances of that? We'll head on over down to Minion. We have Ari Brand, the Team Minion, aka Beanshark, Tired versus Creamy Pie, and I Am Anxious.
Their builds are looking pretty much identical at this point, and they are just stacking burn and double Pyromancer's Cloak. In my opinion, one of the best prismatics you can get, especially on these types of champions. So I'm going to look forward to seeing this Alistar just melt here.
Yeah, they're going to flame Team Raptors more than I get flamed in my solo queue games as Beanshark gets knocked up by I Am Anxious. Will dash back to the bottom plant. Tired lands a nice stun onto Alistar. Alistar pops ult to get himself a little more tankiness. Tired flashes for the top heal plant. Creamy Pie getting lower, will flash out, dodge the Brand Q. I Am Anxious now forced to 1v2 this as Creamy Pie is going to slowly burn to death with those burning items. I Am Anxious engages, has a Renata W passive, but will go down. Beanshark and Tired will win that round. We'll go over to Gromp and Wolves, which I believe is what Daniel is spectating over here. Luke takes the Blast Cone over, will get the top plant. Luke dashes in, roots the Cho'Gath. Really beefy boys. I don't know if Luke can do much against these guys. Luke doing some nice roots, though. Takes the Blast Cone instantly into the Rise abilities. Bottom plant is spawning. Howl will go for it. We'll get 2 of those charges. Flashes, makes some kiss together. Gets the passive charges. Flash goes back in for the revive. Does manage to get it. Luke is back in the fight. We'll see if he can do much. Infections on the edge of the ring, now burning by the ring. Ryazal going for maybe the top plant, maybe trying to get the plant. Does actually get the plant, and I believe Zac passive. Oh my goodness, Zac passive won that round, came in incredibly clutch, and now we have 4 people on elimination. Okay, so let's just, we kind of saw the gist of what happened there, so let's figure out what the bottom teams are doing. Haven't really looked at that. We have Dragon Heart on the Cho'Gath with no other things, so no other Dragon Souls. Summoner Revolution. So this will be Airbus, Poppy Zed versus Creamy Pie, and I'm Anxious. Any thoughts, Gilded?
Definitely on Rise Cho'Gath. I'm looking at Rise's augment here, Mind to Matter, which is converting half of his mana to HP. So if they can just get through this slump here, Rise will be this unkillable DPS beast late game, but they need a basically reverse sweep to do that.
For sure, for sure. As we have Poppy Zed and Airbus versus I'm Anxious and Creamy Pie, as I stated previously. Creamy Pie lands a W. Creamy Pie is going an on-hit build, so his Ws are not going to hit that hard. Oh, good flash by Airbus to dodge the I Am Anxious Alistar combo. Airbus pops the Ghost to run away. Heartsteel stack onto I Am Anxious. Creamy Pie getting lower. Knock up onto Alistar. Creamy Pie doing a good job kiting and positioning. Will get silenced, but not much because Kai'Sa can still auto-attack while being silenced. Alistar knocks up the Poppy Zed. Airbus near the portal probably will not take it because the ring is closing. As Creamy Pie gets downed, I'm Anxious 1v2. Airbus and Poppy Zed, very healthy. Poppy Zed has a lot of shielding from that plant. Renata W comes out and I'm Anxious gets eliminated. Airbus and Poppy Zed win that round. And eliminated for real. Like, that was the last match because of that Darius change. So, pretty big deal. Let's move on over to Wolves and Krugs. Endril 1v2. Infections will run away. No plant will spawn yet. Ring is completely closing out on them, and Infections wins that. Let's go over to Zero Zen versus Beanshark 1v1. Revives are available. However, they're both outside the ring. Beanshark is going to risk it for the biscuit. Will manage to get tired back into the fight. Zero Zen also gets Borbigal back in the fight, and they will out-sustain the ring damage. Borbigal and Zero Zen win that round.
Team Grump barely losing there. I think they just had a little bit extra. They had a little bit more damage on the other team.
As Zac completes the hourglass on Team Gromp. Interesting, interesting. All right, well, we'll check up with them in a bit because I'm sure they'll remain in first place longer than some of these other teams, as we will have a guaranteed elimination match. We have Airbus, Poppy Zed versus Karma and Annie. AK Zero Zen and Borbu.
I'm looking at Rise as well. His Seraphs just ended up popping, and he bought a rod, so he's got almost 6,000 health at level 12, which is more than the tank Cho'Gath, who's building tank. So
yeah,
I'm expecting great things out of this team here, especially the Rise.
Yep. Alternative dealing massive damage to the Cho'Gath. Not that tanky after all. Infections 1v2. Maybe will Rise ult to his ally. We'll see. As he goes for the plant, we'll flash for that. Decent shielding. Revive available. Portal is also available. Will Portal, Llama, and Alternative know this. Position properly. And here comes Cho'Gath 1v1 versus Alternative. The guy that shredded him earlier with his shotgun. Shotgun versus Monster. The shotgun will win. Let's switch on over to the Golem versus Scuttle, aka Poppy Zed, Airbus versus Zero Zen and Borbigal. Borbigal is about to be revivable, as knockup will miss from Poppy Zed. Zero Zen does a nice job with the healing W, Mantra W, shielding himself quite a bit as he gets Borbigal back in the fight. Annie does have stun. Not sure if Annie has all. Annie does have all land stun onto Airbus. Airbus is so tanky though. Borbigal is stuck in a bad situation on a blast cone. It gets chomped by Poppy Zed. Let's head on over to the match that Yup is currently spectating. Endril versus the Zac, who's in passive. And how it would go down. Endril will win the match.
Wow.
Was that a close match, Yup?
It was very close, yeah.
Okay. All right, so 3 people eliminated. Let's talk about this real quick. I'm Anxious, Creamy Pie eliminated. We have Tired and Beanshark eliminated. We have Borbigal and Zero Zen eliminated. Now we are down to a potential elimination here. We have Team Scuttle, Airbus, Poppy Zed, and Endril versus Socrates. Rise versus Rise.
Well, I think I know which Rise is going to win. I think one of them has like 6,000 health and the other doesn't. So I think that, the one, he got way better rolls.
Yep.
We'll see, though. We'll see.
That's the
I
way.
hope they do have a 1v1 at some point.
That would be pretty exciting as we are getting engaged instantly. Endril pops the ultimate. Will not do much considering Rise and Cho'Gath are pretty short range. Airbus very tanky, doing a good job kiting. Endril knocks up Rise. No thing it's going to matter. The Socrates. I need to say them by their summoner names instead of their champion names because this gets way too confusing. Endril focusing Airbus. Airbus with a nice Santa Claus hat does a good job kiting. Socrates pops the shield. Now we have an insane Rise just changing abilities back and forth. Airbus winning the 1v2 whenever the opposing team was barely had any health, but no eliminations from that round. And now let's look over to Wolves versus Gromp. How 1v2 revives his ally Luke. Luke back in it. Dashes out. Luke one shot, and Luke goes down again. How dodges the knockup from Cho'Gath. That would have been crucial if he got hit by that. Plant spawning, infections positioning properly for it. Pops the glacial, what's it called? That item I can't remember. It's leaving me right now. Zac enters passive for him. Will die to the ring and Rise damage. Infections and Zav win that. However, I think, the Zac and Lissandra are barely alive. Now we're at the honor your guests. Okay, memory time. So Sion makes the ring close faster, and the ring will move alongside, I believe, the champions that are still actively fighting. Contract killer type thing for Talon. If you kill someone, you gain bonus gold, I believe. And I think also damage. Elise, which no one is voting for, so kind of relevant, but whenever your ally gets killed, you need to destroy their cocoon to free them. But we're having Sion. The ring will be closing. What do you guys think? Who will impact from this the most, and who will impact from this the least?
Definitely Luke and Hao. They're playing very much so towards the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw in one round where Zac passive won the round in the ring because everyone else died to the fire, and Lissandra R is also a way to survive in the ring. I think the faster the ring comes, the better of a chance that they'll have for their strategy to pay off.
Yeah, I think definitely.
I think Endril and Socrates on Team Krug don't really mind getting up close either. I think they can definitely pump out some damage if things get forced into a closer fight.
Okay, we'll spectate Scuttle versus Wolf, Poppy Zed, Zab, Cho'Gath versus Rise. We got the mirror matchup, baby! Infection's doing a good job. Airbus flashes, gets the plant, but the Cho'Gath is now locked and stuck in the ring because remember, it closes faster. You don't have as much time to play slow. Airbus and Infections were 1v1ing. Who's going to rise to the occasion of being the best Rise? Zav is knocked up Poppy Zed, and now they are in a 1v2. Poppy Zed will try and go for the revive, standing on his ally's corpse, but the revive is not available yet. Knockup comes out, and Zav and Infection prove that they're the better Cho'Gath and Rise.
Rise.
Make him remember you. Rise. All right, so what did we miss? Anything worth mentioning, Daniel, or just the normal stuff?
I was watching the mirror matchup.
Oh, you were? I mean, fair enough,
Yeah.
man. The mirror matchup is probably the most exciting matchup we could watch.
Yeah.
I'm pretty surprised there that the other Rise, Erebus, didn't actually win there. I thought he had perfect augments. He had Mind to Matter and Spell Wake, which is honestly its best case scenario for Rise.
Look how much healing infections from Team Gromp's Ocean Soul has. You got 15,000 healing.
Oh, okay. Well,
Soul, and the mana regen as well. I really
that's
think
kind of insane, actually.
Yeah.
That's definitely higher value than Mind to Matter.
I'm very surprised.
I didn't realize that.
Okay, we'll face the elimination match. Socrates, Endril versus Hao and Luke. Whoever loses this match will be eliminated from this round 1. Ultimate goes on to Socrates by Lissandra. Zac Q lands, engages instantly, lands a nice knockup, follows up with the nice Q. Luke going to teleport to the other side of the arena, but is now trapped there. Will slowly burn to the ring as Endril is now trapped in an awkward spot. Will go the long way around the ring. Hao will flash, or E over rather, gets the plant on the left. No more plants available, but you can see the ring is rotating, and the ring is rotating towards his ally. He might be thinking, maybe I can revive Luke here. Oh, but the ring is getting smaller and smaller. Zonia's popped. Zac does have passive. I don't think the passive will be enough, but he goes invulnerable for something. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was the ultimate thing. Socrates, and Zac takes the win! Oh my goodness, what does he have that made him clutch that?
I told you
Can't
Sion
touch
was
this.
going to help them.
He has. I think it was he can't touch this. Makes him invulnerable whenever he casts his ult. So he casted the ultimate last second as the ring closes, and that gave him enough vulnerability to out-sustain their opponents. That was
They
very well played by him.
completely got the roach strategy here, but it's working, and I love it.
Yep. As we have infections. Infections, we have Zav versus Luke and Hao. This will be elimination for whoever loses this as well, so this is a very big deal. Zaki charges. Hao goes for the long way. Tries to predict. Fails.
11,000 health Cho'Gath.
That's pretty beefy boy right there. As the tower does land on that, Cho'Gath does decent damage. I feel like Hao and Luke are just struggling against these comps. Hao pops ultimate. Remember, he's invulnerable because of that. We saw that last match. Luke gets rooted. The ring will slowly start bleeding him out. Flashes back in the middle. Dies in a decent spot for a potential revive. Hao slams them together. Gets some health back from his passive. Will pathing towards the top of that plant. Oh, and he goes into passive. I think that's GG. I think that is elimination. And that is indeed elimination. Luke and Hao eliminated. We are now down to the final two. We have Infections, Zav versus Llama, and Alternative.
I don't know who's gonna win this one. I would almost say Team Wolf has a pretty good shot because their comp's pretty beefy, but Team Poro does have some pretty scary damage over there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Cho'Gath's armor. He's got 431 armor.
Wow.
And at this point in the game, it's going to be very difficult for them to dance around this Cho'Gath and basically not lose half their health bar to his R. They're really going to have to play around Cho'Gath, and it's going to give Ryze a lot of freedom to just DPS.
Yeah, and Zav, the Cho'Gath, only needs to build armor. He's against Zed Graves, two AD champions. So Zav is probably feeling pretty good in this spot, but we'll see if Llama and Alternative can maybe pull off this.
Zed does have 41 lethality from Anvil.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, we shall see who's the ultimate winner. As Infections does pop the Zonias to block the Zed ultimate. Well played to him. Zav gets the Heartsteel stack and chomps up Llama. Alternative 1v2. Good a situation to fight for Alternative because there's a lot of walls to have the Q bounce. But that will be the win over for Zav and Infections. And now Llama and Alternative. Or excuse me, never mind. That was actually the upset. Zav and Infections are actually on elimination now.
Wow. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking might be an issue on Team Poro's side was just the tankiness of Team Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
They are Team Poro will actually survive this round if they lose. They'll survive it just barely on 5 HP. So they still do need to lose 2 in a row in order to actually get knocked out here.
Yep. Potentially final round here, or second to final. Alternative smoke screens. Yeah, that's pretty big. Llama goes in, ults the Cho'Gath, probably because this Infections is low, pops the Zonias, doesn't manage to attack the plant. Cho'Gath 1v2 Zav does have a Heartsteel stack available on Llama if he gets the auto attack in. Decides not to go for the revive, will go for the 1v2. Never mind, changes his mind. Lands a knockup onto Llama, but Llama actually dodges the knockup using his ultimate. Llama getting solo, dashes back in. Alternative now pops the Duskblade. Oh my gosh, the shotgun to the face! And that will be Llama and Alternative, the boys from Blue Ball Boys, taking the victory for game 1.
I wonder if Graves is going to have a cigar after that one.
I don't know if he's allowed.
What's the name of that team?
So Alternative and Llama are on a team together that have existed in the Tournament Kingdom called BBB, which stands for Blue Ball Boys. So no, I'm not just saying that. That's legit. That's legit their name. All right, so you guys are going to get a peek behind the curtain. I'm going to update the scores. So let's see. We'll go started from the bottom. So we have Creamy Pine, I'm Anxious. That's I Am Creamy. Hang on. So yeah, this will take a sec. Again, peek behind the curtain. I'm the host of the tournament, so you're kind of forced to see this. Usually we have casters in the past that do this, but here we are. So I'm probably going to just stay silent so I don't miscalculate anything. Real quick. Then we have Bean Shark and Tired Bean. Then we have Zero Zen and Borgol, which is Zengol.
I'm got a much higher value for Ocean Soul now after that game.
Same. Honestly, I didn't check at the very end, but last I checked, it was around 20,000. So
Yeah,
it healed and regen for more than 20,000, which that's kind of
I had
incredible.
no clue that it was
Yeah,
that much.
I thought for sure that Mind to Matter on the other Rise was higher value per round. Like, I don't know, let's say Rise had like 5,000 mana, that's 2,500 health. But I really think that towards the end of the game, um, the Ocean Soul was healing probably way more than 2,500 per round. I remember
Yeah,
seeing between rounds at one point, and I remember the difference being like 4,000. So
and that's mana regen too. Like,
yeah,
that's not shown. I don't think
not that Rise really needs mana, but say you were playing a champion who does. Let's say you got the augment that doubles your mana costs but gives you an increase in damage, right? And you also have Ocean Soul. That way you're able to basically cast and never run out of mana, unlike, you know, champions who are not Rise that don't build every single mana item in the game.
Yeah. Is it? Let's see. Damaging dealing damage to enemies heals for. This is on MOBA. I'm looking at it on MOBA Fire. No thanks. I'm good. Let me look at anything else besides that.
All right, I gave the go ahead to alternative. Okay. All right. We'll get
Why, mate?
into the round two. It'll be interesting. So let me pull up again. Low budget scoreboard. But here are the results. And again, so what happens is you get points based off of placement. So this goes in order of first to last. So if you get top 4, you get a little bonus points compared to getting fifth. And you also get a bonus point if you get first. So getting first is really important. Getting fourth is really important. So theoretically, if Alternative Llama managed to get last place, they probably won't get top 4. And as a reminder, top 4 will have prizes. So getting top 4 is pretty important here. But this is the current leaderboard. But you never know. All of these players are really good. All these players fought through their own group to be here. As we get champion select, and like I said, there is a bit of delay here. For example, we can't spectate, and we can't manually spectate because of there's no custom game option. We're doing this all through public matches. So, what you
I'm
gonna do?
curious to see if Luke and Howe employ a similar strategy again, where they did the Lysandra Zac, where their strategy was basically run around and survive in fire. And as much as it's frustrating to play against, as a spectator, seeing that win is just, I don't know, it makes me smile, and I kind of want to see them do it again,
Yeah.
but we shall see.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is a competitive arena tournament. You can't really use the excuse of like, oh, that's lame to play that way. If it gives you success, people are gonna use it and abuse it. As long as it's not like a known bug where they're intentionally kind of cheating the system, then I think
Yeah,
all is fair game. And I don't know. That's the
I mean,
thing about arenas. It's designed for fun, but at the same time, you have things like that. It's just some
yeah,
cheesy strategies.
There was
it came in third too.
Yeah, they did
there,
well.
there, there's some set bug going around where he was like one-shotting people with his W,
I
like
remember
more
one
so than
round that I played
usual.
personally. I got dealt 10,000 true damage by a set W.
Yeah,
Maybe
That's
that
it.
was that bug.
yeah,
Like I was full health,
Yeah.
like on like 10,000 health Nautilus or something, and
Hmm.
actually got 100 to 0'd by a single
yeah,
ability
yeah.
at
It was.
10,000 health.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Not like a
Yeah,
normal get one shot by set W. It was
yeah.
like it's literally like one shot in people for some reason. I forget what the deal is.
All
Huh.
right. You both need to exit your lobby screens, so then you should be able to spectate. By you both, I mean the casters that are with me.
And I watched Zen Zero, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. You can spectate through him. Okay, so unfortunately, through the spectator bug, we don't even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we do. It's just very crammed. So we see what everyone's picking. I'm not sure if they picked bravery or not. That's the problem with some of the spectating stuff. Um, but looks
And
like
they all did.
nothing really
I
that
would
crazy.
I'd imagine that there are people not picking bravery just because it's too volatile. I think in a more competitive environment, some consistency would be better. But I wouldn't be surprised to see some people load in with an anvil, because perhaps they picked one of like the anvil
Crowd
champions
favorites.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
You do get extra Chad points for picking bravery, though. So
that's true. Yeah, if
Imaginary.
anyone is doing bravery, props to them, because
Yeah.
that's wild. That's some crazy confidence there.
or a stacking.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're completely out of sync, but we'll resync up. We'll see.
I'm noticing that a lot of people have anvils here. So either they rolled bravery or they did pick crowd favorites. 16, 17.
You are like 10 seconds ahead of me. I'm at 13, 14, 15. What are you at, Gilded?
29, 30,
You're 10 seconds ahead of
31.
me.
Yeah,
I can't speed up. Like it's
if
not.
I need to,
Hang on.
I can slow down.
39, 40.
Yep,
Okay.
we're in sync now.
And Daniel's still loading in. Okay, so I don't really. Let's look at Wolf. Yeah, let's look at Wolf this time to start off with. My mouse is kind of going on his own adventure. But Zab will roll in onto the Graves. Does great into Graves with Rammus. Infections and Zab going Pantheon, Rammus, Bean Shark, and Tired went Grave Sona. As they're all engaging on the Sona, Tired just getting the plants up top. Will be healthy, but now needs to try his best to protect Bean Shark, as Bean Shark is now half HP. Infections uses the E to block some of the damage. Bean Shark gets rooted, locked in place, and then now taunted onto the Graves. Tired does have the top plant. He may go for it. Also could take the portal potentially. It's both charges. Ooh, he's going for one auto attack on the plant. That's all he can reach with his passive. Will take the blast cone. Dashes over there. And then instantly gets taunted by the Rammus waiting in the bush. Oh, I think Pantheon hitting that blast cone. I don't know if that was what he wanted, but Tired accepts his fate. He was tired of playing that match. Now let's over. Okay, Socrates won that. Let's go over to Zero Zen Borbigal versus I'm Anxious and Creamy Pie. Nice bind by I Am Anxious. That will burn down Borbigal. Borbigal is down. Zero Zen will just auto attack the Morgana and hit the Nene on that. Let's turn on over to none of the matches because all of them have ended. Yup, you might need to fast forward a bit. I think you're a few seconds behind.
Oh, I am. Dang. I thought I was caught up too. It showed me I was until.
We
Yes,
are
sir.
224, 25.
There we go.
No one wants. Oh, Airbus. Airbus doing a naughty thing, going for the Briar. Oh, and Poppy Zed. Oh no. Oh, okay. So Briar basically makes everyone lose a lot more health if they get eliminated. Trundle is Anvil's only. Zinzao is bonus stats if you get lower health. However, we're doing Trundle. No one can buy a component, or sorry, no one can buy items. They can only buy Anvil items, prismatics, stats, etc. I don't. Do you guys have any thoughts of how this might impact some of the members? Because I'm not too sure myself.
Whenever this happens, it always just leads to more unpredictability and volatile games. So I don't think it's going to per se benefit any particular team more than another. It's just going to lead to some unpredictability, some more RNG, and people who use their rerolls better may see an advantage. So I'm thinking like first round we had silver augments, which are generally a bit weaker. So re-rolling on a silver, if there's some people who did that, they might see a hard time with these prismatic rolls. I think the favor will go to the people who got lucky on their silvers or just didn't roll.
As we get on to round 2, Zinzao and Callista versus Bean Shark and Graves. We'll spectate them because Tired and Bean Shark are currently last place. Andro and Socrates making sure to stick together. I'm curious how they'll position with that beam in between them, if they're really going to focus on that, or that's just a bonus at this point. Andro and Callista doing a great job focusing Bean Shark. Bean Shark heals enough, does go to the portal. Will throw a Q and auto. Will she make it to the portal? She does make it to the portal. Now Tired, 1v2. Andro lands the W on Zinzao. Flashes, gets the knock up on Tired. Tired has so many spears, and oh my goodness, the E-Rend gets them both at the same time. Let's head on over to Scuttle and Raptors, aka I'm Anxious, Creamy Pie versus Poppy Zed and Erebus. I'm Anxious lands the bind, lands the W, will heal a little bit, but not enough. Let's head over to Poro. Luke Howe versus Llama and Alternative, the winners of round 1. Sorry, match 1, the very first round these guys played. Nice blast cone by Llama to force Hao into the ring, and Hao needs to take the long way. Will get to almost no HP. Vayne can have the auto attack range to reach that. Luke going down. Plant is at the bottom. Alternative will go for the plant. Llama should be able to out-sustain this, and Llama on Alternative will win the out-sustain battle. Yep, what did you see in your match?
Team Sentinel hitting them with the bomba as zeroes in. Just plays the in and out game with Gragas and brings it to victory.
Beautiful. He's going full AP, it would appear, and goes Infernal Soul and Fruits of Your Labor. Interesting. So Orb Gold goes Fruits of Your Labor and also has Guardian's Dirk, which increases the Power Flower healing. We'll see how that plays out. I feel bad focusing on only Bean Shark and Tired, but they are last place. They're on the bottom. So we're going to stick with it.
Well, probably not for long, though. Graves just got Hemomancer's Helm, which is incredible on him, pairing that with his scoped weapons. And Sona as well just got Puppeteer, which is just adding to her CC. So I think that they actually got really good rolls here.
How, Luke? I personally think Belveth is very strong in this mode, but I haven't tested her recently after the patch. Nice Sona ult lands a 2-man ult on that. Bean Shark getting lower will heal herself up a little more. Good smoke screen. And How didn't know where Sona went, so he must have flashed thinking Sona was over there. But we'll take the portal back and be right back on top of Bean Shark. Bean Shark goes down. Tired has a nice shield from the plants, but 1v2 situation again. Tired lands the smoke screen. Belveth now nearsighted, taunted. Tired is, and Tired will not take the portal. Interesting. So Luke took the portal to take it away from Tired. Tired will now pass to Bean Shark, trying to get the revive. Will be taunted away from the revive. That is unfortunate. How and Luke win that round. Let's head on over to Poro and Scuttle. Poppy Zed takes out Llama along with Airbus. And then now we have still Bean Shark and Tired still at the bottom. What did we miss in your match? Yep.
Zenless, Zero Zen RL, man, he is really playing very well mechanically, and they're just dominating right now.
Yeah. Were you going to say something? Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
My bad.
I'm curious how they're going to scale because they don't really seem to have anything crazy scaling-wise, but for some reason, ZZ is just like pumping out damage, man. Maybe it's just Gragas, Bomba things, you know?
Detonation Orb as well is definitely going to be giving him a lot of extra burst.
Yeah.
Everything he does just now does more damage.
We'll go back to Bean Shark and Tired, the main stars of the show. Llama auto-attacking the middle tower. Will knock it down. Will not find anyone with that knock. Llama hook misses. Bean Shark doesn't deal much damage. Sona is going support, though, so that's expected. Ooh, nice hook by Llama. Pillar might go down. Will land onto Vayne. Okay, that's some damage. Sona only lands onto Nautilus. Bean Shark will now get kited by Vayne. Alternative trying to go for the bottom plant. Bean Shark takes one of the plants away from Alternative. Oh, and Bean Shark gets condemned into the wall. Alternative, nice flash into the bush to maintain vision to get the auto attack off. Now Tired in 1v2 again. Alternative lands the condemn, but won't do much with that. Tired trying to wait for the revive. Alternative gets the healing from the top plant. Nice pillar damage onto Llama. Good flash. The condemn goes into the wall, but will still get the revive. Sona is back in the fight. Bean Shark 2v2. Llama is getting low. Will he go for the plant? He will go for the bottom plant. They don't have enough damage to take him out. He's just too tanky. Alternative dealing a lot of true damage. Heartsteel stack onto Llama. And Alternative will win that round with the Graves being a 1v1.
They're on the board.
Yes, sir.
Zero Zen just dominating the competition
Again?
6-0. I mean, it's just not been close with any team.
Yeah, I mean, that's really impressive in a competitive tournament. Not dying once this far in the game into round 5.
Yeah,
that's like really shocking, honestly.
Like I said, just to repeat in the last thing that they just don't. I don't really know what's making him do so much damage. I guess it's like like Gilded Bark said, the detonation orb, but it's really 1400 damage. It's really, I don't know.
I do see a path for late game for them, though. Olaf just got Earth's champion, so he will get Spatula and become a late game monster.
As we find Erebus and Poppy Zed fighting the lower level team, lower level meaning lower health, I should say. Tired, gets CC chained by Sejuani, does take the portal, will survive a little longer. Bean Shark trying to speed away, does give a low healing to Tired. The Blast Cone will knock Bean Shark back into Sejuani. Zed dashes in. I can actually say Zed, and it'll be the summoner name and the champion name. Happy days. Erebus, it will take him down with Bean Shark. Bean Shark will go down. Poppy Zed. Just, I mean, he's dashing all over the place. Clearly he's a Zed main if he has that name. Let's head on over to Gromp, Raptors, Creamy Pie, and I'm Anxious. I feel like we haven't seen them in a little while. Creamy Pie goes in onto How. How has no revive available. Revive is on the I Am Anxious side, so probably won't go for that. How is low health and will go down. Creamy Pie and I'm Anxious takes the victory that round.
Llama and Alternative finally taking down the monsters at the top.
Zero Zen.
Pulling a clutch round from Zero Zen.
Yeah, finally stopping the no death streak.
Yep.
We'll see. And also interesting, Banner of Command completed for Gragas. And oh no! Oh goodness, okay. Well, we have Tired, Bean Shark versus Zero Zen, and Olaf will get to see this Gragas ourselves. What do you think is going to happen?
And they're on match
here?
point.
Yeah, this is unfortunate.
I want to point out something. I think a reason why they're struggling so much is because they're just not able to take off, and like they're not getting kills, which contributes 250 gold around. So they're not able to take use of the champion augment and get prismatics every buy phase.
As Zero Zen lands all of his AoE abilities perfectly onto Bean Shark and Tired. Tired will get the bottom plant. Bean Shark will try her best to get out of there with the speed buffs and heals. Tired will Graves ult to reposition and get the top plant. Zero Zen and Borb focus their target selection on to Bean Shark.
Bomba.
Alright, I'll need to deal with that message later. Let me see if I can reply. Sorry about this again behind the scenes.
Erebus and Poppy Zed, they've got the Apex Inventor with Unending Despair, and I'm watching this thing tick, and it's just like literally like tick, tick, tick on the Sejuani. It's ridiculous.
Let's see, where's Sejuani? I've lost track.
Team
there it
battle.
is. There we go. Found
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I mean, solid
Yeah,
build,
that's
solid augments, I
insane.
must say. I didn't even think about that, but that's a really good build and augment decision.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So we'll have the Krugs, Endril, Socrates versus Luke and How, and then you will be spectating the Sejuani and Zed.
I'm taking a look at our current last place team, and I definitely think that Xin Zhao, while he's working with what he's been given, it's definitely not good roles for him. It's just not enough like damage. Xin Zhao needs damage more so than like a bruiser style, and it's likely that he just got some unlucky rolls this game.
Certainly possible, as Rammus with the laser beam eyes instantly goes onto the Callista, taunts her, and the Belveth has so much attack speed now. I don't think Endril will win this. Pops the... I can't remember what's called, the Zonia's ability. And How just auto-attacking like crazy. What's his attack speed right now? 3.36, and they're not even at the end of the game yet. Let's switch on over to Poro versus Wolves, Llama Alternative versus Infections, and Zav. Llama has his teammate down. Oh, he misses the hook to try and go to the portal, and then he gets CC'd into the ring and will go down. Let's go to Sentinel and Scuttle, the match that Yup is currently spectating, and we missed that. All right, champion stuff now. Okay, so the final vote for this round. We have Riven, no rule changes. Elise, whenever your ally goes down, you need to basically destroy the cocoon that they're wrapped in to free them. And Mordekaiser essentially turns the beginning of the match 1v1, which, I mean, so far looking at this wouldn't be too bad. I feel like any of these champions are fine 1v1. There's no Yumi or, Lulu, anything like that that can't really 1v1. We'll see what's selected. It looks like most people want the Mordekaiser.
I do get the Riven selection because it just neutralizes like.
Oh,
Like, oh.
the two rebels
Okay.
upsetting the rules for everyone.
The minority wins for that one. Man. So Luke and Hal will get Elise. So, you know what? My prediction is they wanted that because Belveth can auto-attack cocoons so fast that they can probably free the Rammus if that happens. That's my assumption.
I was thinking that, yeah, because these guys, I can tell, they're playing with their brains more than their fingers. And, like, they really just are mind gaming everything. So I think that's for sure what they're going for.
Well, we will spectate the elimination potential match for Endril and Socrates versus Llama and Alternative. The winners of last round, like I said previously. Will Llama and Alternative eliminate these guys? Condemn lands onto the wall. 2 Art Seal stats. Socrates just gets one shot. Now is cocooned. Endril can only revive him by by destroying the cocoon. Knock up onto Alternative. Alternative doing a nice job kiting. There goes the Zhonya's ability. Llama does not get to the portal in time. Endril will be able to get some plants reset. As Endril is hiding in the bush, maybe waiting for the portal to recharge. Llama and Alternative probably don't know where he is fully. They know he's in that general direction. There's the portal. The ring's closing. Endril's in an awkward spot, but will need to try to break the cocoon to free his ally. He breaks the cocoon. Socrates is back, trying his best to kite, but the point-and-click CC by Llama is too much for the Callista to handle. Bane condemns into the ring. Endril right on the edge, and Endril and Socrates will be eliminated in this round. Let's go on over to Gromp. Scuttle, the match Yup is spectating, and it's Hao and Luke, the Belveth scaling.
Belveth scaling, for sure.
All right, so that's Socrates, Endril eliminated. Zero Zen and Borbgal are at the top of the leaderboard, but we will focus on Creamy Pie. I'm Anxious, currently in last place.
I'm looking right at Jeweled Gauntlet on Evelyn. I think that if you ever get any crit ultimates, they're just going to like execute, and definitely they need to be playing around that opportunity. I'm surprised that I'm not seeing, I forget the name of the item, but it's a crit AP item.
Rite of Ruin?
Yes, Rite of Ruin.
Rite of Ruin,
I'm surprised that... Oh, but I suppose that Cream Pie didn't buy it because of Trundle. So there's a chance that they simply can't get their hands on it.
That's a good point.
Anvils.
I bet you're right on that one. As we instantly engage, nice black shield to block the ultimate. Oh, but I Am Anxious goes down instantly, gets Cocoon. Creamy Pie, what can you do about your ally being down and wrapped up? Not much. Pops the Zhonya's, will protect himself a little from the Zed damage. Oh, he does get I'm Anxious. Nice ultimate to free I'm Anxious and also to save himself temporarily, as the Morgana root will take out Papa Zed. Erebus will try to 1v1 Morgana. I Am Anxious lands a pool, nice bind, and Poppy Zed is back in it. The only plant that's available on this map is the plant in the middle that is about to spawn. Poppy Zed is trying to position for it. I Am Anxious also wants it. Zed gets 2 of the charges for himself. I Am Anxious will go down. Erebus just standing there awkwardly watching his ally burn. The suffering that this man is doing is so... Look at that BM. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Erebus. You naughty, naughty boy. Oh, and I Am Anxious. A slow, painful burn will lead them to their elimination.
Team Wolf pulling a really surprising victory against our team that was previously in the #1 slot.
Zero Zen, yeah.
Yeah, the Pantheon damage is just really, I mean, he is smacking, dude. And the Rammus is, you know, he's doing okay things, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
We can't watch Nautilus Vane because they have a bye. Lucky them. And then we have Infections. Oh, Zav, the Rammus and Pantheon we were just talking about, versus Erebus and Poppy Zed. Should be a fun match to watch.
I know they're not playing this round, but draw your sword on Vayne is insane.
Oh, interesting. I'm
Looking
excited
forward
to see that.
play next round.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Erebus lands the Q onto Infections. Both teams are taking a 1v1. Poppy Zed definitely doesn't beat Rammus 1v1. Erebus lands, oh, I think he may have CC'd or something. Taric ult comes down, protecting Zav and Infections. Poppy Zed gets knocked up instantly by the Rammus Q. Oh, and then now Poppy Zed is just getting chain CC'd. Infections gets down. Both people are in a 1v1 now. Who's going to get to the cocoon first? Erebus gets the cocoon first. Poppy Zed is trying to dash out, but gets instantly taunted. Does dash out for now. Unstoppable. Zav ults the ground to try and tear this round around. Poppy Zed going for the bottom plant should be fine, and now it's Zav. Low HP. Is Erebus going to do another BM tactic here? Oh, he's healing. Oh, he must have a Warmugs. He's healing way more than Erebus probably expected. Don't think it's going to be enough to protect him. Hopefully I'm wrong. As the Taric ult comes out to protect him from one of his augments. Poppy Zed will ult the Taric, or will ult the Rammus. Oh, after the Taric ult ends, Zav will shield himself a little longer. Ult the ground. I don't think it's going to matter. Does shield himself a little bit. Zav trying his darndest. Poppy Zed will survive.
I do want to point out real quick. Rammus's Sunfire did not do damage to the cocoon. I thought it was going to and give them an easy revive, but it sure didn't.
Huh, I didn't think about that. I wonder if that's by design or something on Riot's end messed up. Okay. So, oh, interesting. I just now noticed. I should notice this earlier. There's 2 Rammuses in the game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You have Ninja Rammus, and then you have Robot Rammus.
Oh,
So,
Ninja versus Robot, Battle of the Century.
yeah, that's a classic.
Alright, we'll watch Pantheon, Rammus,
Teams
Gragas,
up
and
for
Olaf.
elimination.
Yeah, 3 teams. This is a very intense second round for sure. Round 11, here we go. Zero Zen Borbgal versus Infections and Rammus, both facing elimination here. As the Blitzcrank Hook lands onto Zav, not the person you want Blitzcrank Hook. Zero Zen uses the Gragas ultimate to try and peel Borbgal. Zero Zen pops Zonia's to try and stall a little bit. Borbgal running to the top plant, abandoning Zero Zen. Zero Zen makes it to the Blast Cone. Will get away. Blitzcrank Hook comes out again, but again, you don't really want to Blitzcrank Hook either one of these champions here. As Borbgal 1v1. Oh, revives the Zero Zen RL. Back into the match. Pops the ultimate. But it will not be enough. 1v1 Cocoon and Zav will be the last man standing. Wins that on his own and by himself. Llama, alternative. Facing Erebus and Poppy Zed. Okay, alternative gets CC'd. Poppy Zed misses the Q. Alternative, remember, he has the sword thing, so alternative is melee. That's why you're seeing him get so up close and personal. Ooh, unfortunate lily pad timing by alternative. Nautilus is going to go down. Llama is down, and alternative going for the top lane, but the ring's closing, and now he's locked in place. Ooh, I think that might have been a little bit of a misplay by alternative, and that will be alternative and Llama eliminated because of that.
Somehow, Erebus from Team Scuttle has figured out a way to be so tanky that even a Vayne struggles to do damage into them. But
Wait,
they did lose the round. They did lose the round. But man,
yeah, I'm noticing that Erebus, you're right, has found a way to be super tanky, and it's because they have Apex Investor with Heartsteel. So they have 1,700 Heartsteel stacks right now without Heartsteel Quest, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, and the that item, oh my gosh, what's it called? I can't remember. It completely escaped my brain. Whatever, we'll get to that. But look at his attack speed. How? I don't know who wins that.
You don't want to be doing that to a Rammus, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Rammus wants that or not, actually. I can't tell. How we'll go there. We'll see the 1v1 again, potentially. No, How does not want to 1v1 the Rammus. They decide to focus their attention on Infections, the Pantheon. Pantheon will Blast Cone, get the last tick of that plant. Luke jumps in. He's so tiny. Look at the tiny little Rammus. And Luke trying to 1v1 Infections now. Zav forces Belveth to fight, and How is okay, actually. Oh, Zav in an awkward situation, 1v2. His teammate is in a cocoon. Pantheon sitting there waiting, but it does not matter. How and Luke win the round and eliminate Rammus and Pantheon.
wacky armed inflatable Velvet.
That would be an amazing April Fool's skin. Riot should take notes from you.
Part of the reason why Hao was doing so well there was because it's not readily apparent, but Hao has 25 Omnivamp, which means that they selected the Omnivamp augment at some point as like the stat anvil 25% Omnivamp.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
what you mean. Okay, yeah, let's look.
Yeah.
I think there's a way to look at that. Yeah, let's look at the stats. Oh, there it is. 25% third from the bottom. Gotcha. Okay.
I
You
was
just completely
hoping.
outvamp the damage.
I was
around.
hoping Team Luke from Team Gromp would get that armor on hit item.
Ooh, that would be pretty good.
And then because Belvev has a Hex Bolt companion.
How getting damage just shredded
Oh
onto
my
him
goodness.
instantly. I think
Wow.
Erebus is just too tanky, even for the Belveth with that much attack speed. How back in the fight.
Look at that.
Will auto attack, but I just can't tell. It seems like How's either getting destroyed or destroying. And How goes down. Erebus and Poppy Zed will take the victory. Now How and Luke are on elimination. Ooh, tough match for them.
So tanky.
Yeah. Almost 2,000 heart steel stacks, by the way.
It's the lack of tenacity there from Hao. They don't even have any from any sort of augments or anvils, and they don't have Merc Treads either. So I think it was really the CC coming out from Sejuani there that just had Hao unable to vamp the damage back.
Yeah, and Hao doesn't have any boots at all, so he's really slow. He just has the QSS. What were you going to say? Yep?
Imagine having 1,900 heart steel stacks and not having the heart steel quest.
That's actually such a good point. Yeah, that's shocking.
So Apex Inventor is apparently a good substitute for the heart steel quest.
For sure.
Okay, here we go. Potential final match. Hao auto-attacking the tanky Erebus. Hao gets CC'd in place. Oh, and pops the QSS, but goes down. Gets cocooned. Ram is trying to run for his life. Luke goes for the plant. He will survive a little longer. Does have portal that he could potentially make. And he makes it to the portal. We'll go for the cocoon. Zed ult comes out. Does revive Hao. I don't think he'll be able to win this. How will he do this? We shall see. He will not. And that will be Poppy Biss, a.k.a. Erebus, and Poppy Zed taking the victory as Zed plays some sick beats.
Boom, 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 boom,
yeah.
Boom, boom.
Okay, Gilded, your turn. Start freestyling.
Oh, no, I don't do that.
I don't pay you enough for that.
Yo.
Okay. Okay, right, manually checking things, manually updating the score. Here we go. Last place in that round, Bean Shark and Tired, who will be having a substitute. I've been informed. Then we have Endra and Socrates, second to last. We have Creamy Pine, I Am Anxious, aka I Am Creamy, and third to last, aka sixth. Yep. Zero Zen Borbgold, who were doing really well. Wow, they got fifth. I thought they placed higher than that. Zengol. Song better not be copyrighted. I don't know. I don't think I would get reported for that. Alternative Llama, 6 points. Infections and Zav Infection, 7 points.
I don't know for sure, but I think if you sing it yourself, that's probably covered under fair use. But
let's not risk it. You know, I think you're right, but I don't really want to test it. I don't want to limit test right now.
Yeah.
And then 10 points to Erebus and Poppy Zed. Boom. Okay, finals round 2. Let me post this in the finals thing that you guys are not seeing on screen because I don't want to leak Discord info. And again, we do have a substitute, I believe, for Tired Bean. I don't think it's... Well, they said it's not relevant, so they must be tracking the score more closely than I am. Okay. Now let me adjust this real quick, and then that should be good with the score. See what Beanshark has to say. Oh, more than a couple minutes. Okay, we'll give them some time. I'll update Llama Oh wait, no, it's alternative. That's the host. Okay. Yep. So we'll see a sub. I think Bean Shark DM me Fox McCloud 669 hashtag NA. Okay. Awesome. Bean Shark being a responsible person communicating. I appreciate that. That makes my life 10 times easier. He's finishing a game. Should be more than a couple minutes. Okay. We'll wait and see.
That's what happens when you eat a good share of beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
They're
sure.
good for your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So I guess since we have some time, and let's look at the scoreboard real quick. So Alternative Llama got first the first round, got fourth this round. Wow, it seems like everyone's kind of all over the place for the most part. There's no one that is completely guaranteed to win, I don't think. Zab Infection, I think, is in the best place. How Luke is also in a really great place to get top 4. Poppy Biss. I mean, this is still anyone's game. There could be a potential tiebreaker. And just as a reminder, in the rules, if we look at the arena rules, ignore all these 1,000 text channels. I'm crazy. You can see here, on the off chance that there's a tie in points, the placement in the final game that the group plays will break the tie. Make sure your last game is your best game. So, there could be a tiebreaker, but the winner of this match, or the person that places higher, could potentially break the tiebreaker and rank higher. So, this game is the biggest game. You know what? We'll make it extra dramatic. Biggest game of their lives, right here, right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
The last 2 teams will fight to the death.
Last game of their. No.
The perfect
Yeah.
YouTube clickbait.
Yeah.
I force my Tournament Kingdom server to fight till the death.
One team will be getting a gift
Why am I being
basket. The
invited?
other team will be getting a.
No.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to the imagination.
That's the clickbait right there.
Dude, the YouTube channel, forget my controversial video that I posted. That's the new thing to do.
Oh.
Oh, brother. Okay, so last game, let's get back on top of it. Last game, I mean, it was back and forth. I legitimately thought it was just, it felt like Zen Goal, Zero Zen, and Borb Goal, the Garagas and Olaf were dominating that match. But something shifted real quick, and they ended up only getting 5th
Yeah.
there.
Daniel had the call on that there. He was talking about that from the very beginning about
Mhm.
how, they were popping off in the early game, but late game they just didn't they weren't able to hold their lead.
Yeah.
And I think, I was expecting them to do a little bit better because of the spatula on Olaf, but it just wasn't enough, it looks like.
It was crazy how well they were doing early, and I think like it was just a champion and play like how well they were playing, but I felt
Yeah.
like they just got bad augments, like or not like
Mhm.
terrible, like worst case scenario, but just kind of mid.
Yeah,
You know,
nothing that made him stand out.
and it
Yeah.
was the Belveth, right? The winners.
No, Belveth and Ramus,
Oh,
aka Hal and
I'm
Luke, got second. The first place team was
okay.
Airbus and Zed, who played Sejuani and
Oh,
Zed.
the Sejuani. Oh, that's right.
Correct.
The 1700 health stack with no
Yeah.
hard so quest.
Just slightly tanky.
Yeah,
Just love it.
with unending despair ticking literally every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
If that. It was like maybe even every second
Yeah.
ticking.
Well, I'm sorry about the delay. I'm not sure what happened behind the scenes, but Bean Shark's teammates needed to go. So we are going to wait for Fox McCloud. And since this is the final game, and we need 8 duos, like we can't start a game without 8 duos, because you can't do it with 7. So we need this person, which is why we're waiting. Hopefully Fox McCloud 669 will be done soon. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a logo in Discord. Gotcha.
What a name.
Fox McCloud. Who do you guys main in Super Smash Brothers?
Dr. Mario, man.
Ooh.
I'm classy.
Oh, we've upgraded. Oh, everyone got. Oh. I understand why everyone's impatient. It's been a long day. Everyone's focused. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, Bean
The
Shark
beating
bringing in
shall
the husband.
continue.
The husband
They
buff is
better
in.
they better lock Zyricon.
You think?
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, they should. They're hopefully they do good if they do.
The beating shall continue until morale improves.
Beating shall continue until. Jeez, that is the way you said that doesn't sound very dark. But the context of
Yeah.
it sounds so horrifying.
Yeah.
We're in
The
VC.
beating.
Yeah, they're in VC. Gotcha. Okay. I will tell them to start. You may start. Start? Whatever. Hopefully they understand what I mean. On the alternative. You may start. Okay. DMs leaked. That would be the next YouTube title, clickbait. As they're in Champion Select, like I said, this is a quote-unquote public match. We don't have this custom thing where we can spectate, so we need to wait until they're officially in game. Watch it. So this will be the final round. Here are the scores. And again, just as a reminder, if someone tiebreakers, if there's a tiebreaker with all these scores, the tiebreaker will be broken based off of the final placement in the last game. This is the most important game of the tournament for these players. Everyone should be trying their absolute hardest. I highly doubt we'll see any cheesy things unless there's some hidden tech that I'm not aware of. But here we go. Last round about to start their Champion Select. I'm going to be very curious what everyone locks in for the final match of the tournament, regardless of whether they play or not.
I'm really hoping for the Roach by Howe and his teammate.
What do you mean by Roach?
The survive and fire like they did the first round.
Mm.
I think that'd be so funny if that came in first. I don't even know if what were they playing? They were playing Lissandra Zach. I don't know if there's even better picks for that. I mean, I'm thinking Trindamir's an option. I guess Anivia's an option.
Mm-hmm.
Shaka?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, he gets a little invulnerability, some iframes on his R.
Hear me out. You go full burn build, as in Sunfire Cape. What's the oh, you know what I'm talking about, the full burn build. But you go Teemo and stay invisible the whole match.
Yeah.
Does Trinket reveal Teemo?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
But we don't need to let the players know that.
Yeah.
All right, we should be able to hop into spectate now.
They forgot to rebind Ward from playing their ranked games.
Okay, this is either a visual bug or we might need to remake the game because I am seeing two Swains on the same team.
Oh!
If that's a thing, then I kind of want to see how this plays out.
Can you roll Bravery into the same champion as your ally?
I don't know. I'm sure that's a visual bug.
So much that
if that's the case, I'm putting my host hammer down, saying we're seeing this through. I hope this is actually true. That would be so interesting to watch two Swains together.
That would be amazing.
I doubt it, but I don't know. I could totally picture it happening if Riot forgot to remove it.
Riot forgets to do a lot of things too.
I mean, we'll see. I doubt it. I'm sure that's a visual bug for us. But if it's two Swains, yeah, I'm going to have people probably spamming me like crazy if it's two Swains. Asking if it's legal.
Yeah.
Considering I've received no DMs yet, I assume that it's not two Swains. Alright, I'm loading in. Maybe. I'm getting a black screen. No, it's not two Swains.
Dang.
No. I don't want to do this anymore.
Sadness.
Alright, I'll make sure we're all sync.
I got a little bug.
I'm still loading in.
You are.
Oh yeah, me too.
Okay, well then.
It's working now.
We'll wait. Who's the bottom? Io, Luke. Okay, we'll spectate them. Okay. Everyone fast forward, do your thing. I'm at 28, 29, 30. I think Yup is in sync. Are we all in
17,
sync?
34,
16,
35.
15, 14.
You need to speed up. Yup. Try clicking the plus sign. Okay, I think we're all in sync now.
Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about the middle timer. Okay, we'll spectate Luke, Howl, aka Grump, and Wolf, which is Infections, and Zav. Final game, or final, I don't know how to pronounce it. Game sounds like round. The final match for all these players of this arena tournament. Here we go, Infections flying in, taking the plant a little bit from Luke. Last cone comes out by Howl. Will get the plant all by himself. Mbessa, I think this is the first Mbessa we've seen in the tournament, if my memory is correct. Point and click stun by Howl landing onto Zav. Swain isn't super strong early game until he gets his ultimate. Last cone's away. Luke and Howl to turn their focus onto Infections. Plant is about to spawn. Zav will get one hit. Luke will get one as well. Zav will get the second. Infections flies in, does not find anyone with that E. Plant spawning on top. Both teams want this desperately. Luke gets one. Zach's thick body, oh, and Howl knocks him away so he can guarantee the plant charge. Knock up on 2 by the Alistar. Howl stuns up the Zav. I think Luke and Howl will win this round as the Swain goes down. Zav goes down. Now it's Infections getting knocked into the ring. Has Zach passive, but that will also burn in the ring. Howl and Luke just need to kind of chill there and stand there awkwardly. And Infections finally burns down. And now we are at the Honor the Guests, the final... Well, the first Honor of the Guests final. Xin Zhao gives you bonus stats for losing. Trundle, you can only build anvils. And Darius half heals everyone. Oh man, there's some people that might just want to end the tournament now.
Surprised how many people go the Darius one.
Maybe see. Here's the thing. Some people might think they're comfortable with that. They might think they're comfortable with their placement and just say, "Let's end this now." Or maybe they have an early game, or maybe people are just burnt out and they just want it to end. However, irrelevant. We got Xin Zhao, which makes it so you gain health, or wait, when your health is reduced below 60, gain a gold stat anvil. So basically, the lower health, you get something stronger. The first time you're at risk of elimination, gain a prismatic stat anvil. So basically, you manage to maybe get something to crawl back into the game. Who will this benefit the most, do you guys think?
Who here is a very good stat stick? I'm looking at Udyr, I'm looking at Mundo, Sejuani, Alistar. I think most teams have like somebody who's just raw stats will benefit.
Who do you think the worst players on the tournament are? Like,
here we go to round 2. Borgol 0 Zen versus Poppy Zed and Erebus. Poppy Zed lands all of his abilities onto the Borgol. I need to say Swain, I guess, because Zed gets way too confusing. Borgol will focus Erebus along with 0 Zen, focusing the same target. Erebus will need to scale a bit with this Caston. Doing alright so far. Don't know if it'll be enough. Nice E from the Swain. Erebus goes down. 0 Zen, low health. Has nowhere to go. Will get killed by Poppy Zed, a.k.a. Swain. Borgol gets most of those plant charges. Poppy Zed playing for the revive. Borgol will also play for the revive. Poppy Zed will get the revive first. Here's Erebus back in the fight. Borgol will now revive 0 Zen. 0 Zen kind of in a bad spot, though. Ring will be closing around him, so he's not in an atrocious spot. Plant is spawning. Erebus will get all 2 charges, and Poppy Zed gets the other one. Borgol almost takes out Erebus. Erebus goes down. 0 Zen goes down. We're back to a 1v1. Poppy Zed versus Borgol. Borgol has a lot more AoE, but Poppy Zed can easily land his abilities in this small area. Plant is spawning. Is one of them going to go for the plant instead of the fight? Swain has the range. Will go for the plant. Borgol, I think, cancels 2 autos, and that makes him lose the round.
Luke and Howl from Team Gromp looking pretty mean with Alistar getting a great rune with Tormentor. It's already done 1,300 damage. And he's picking himself up an Imperium Promise too, which is interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, then what does Flash bring for Mbessa? Interesting. I wonder if he's going to go like a support healing type build because he went a promise item or what? Let's talk about Viego and Mundo, though. Endro and Socrates. Not doing the
Yeah, Mundo
best
has
in this, but we'll see.
Mundo has heavy hitter, which is definitely going to keep him very relevant throughout the round.
True.
Heavy hitter dealing percent max health physical damage equal to Mundo's percent max health. So very important distinction there that it's his own health.
Sir Socrates, Endril versus Creamy Pie and I Am Anxious. Creamy Pie and I Am Anxious both playing support champions. It looks like Karma's going full AP. As the silence lands, Endril locked in place. They fall back. Socrates picks up the Mundo passive to get some health back. I'm Anxious is now being focused, the sole target in this fight. I'm Anxious will ghost away. Throws in some auto attacks. Soraka heal comes in clutch a little bit there. Endril now hiding, trying to psych I Am Anxious and Creamy Pie out, so they turn their focus onto Mundo. Endril ults! He does not get the reset. The Soraka baits him in. Socrates now in 1v2, but does have decent position to revive the Endril. Endril is now revivable. Socrates will position that. I Am Anxious should have free reign to get the plant if he chooses to. Socrates goes for it, does get one plant charge. I believe Creamy Pie gets one of them as well. Endril goes down. Socrates is all in his lonesome for the rest of this match. Soraka healing out, heals the Mundo, and Mundo will go down. And that was the longest round of the match. Yup, what did we miss?
Team Gromp again, just dominating. I mean, they've got the Tormentor that's stacked up to 2,500 damage now, and Mbessa doing 200 years things. And they've got a pretty cool little clean combo. The Alistar goes in, knocks him up, and then the Mbessa ults him, and then he can use that ring to kind of swap her out if she gets in trouble. So
yeah,
it's a good combo.
And Mbessa built Chem Punk Chainsword, which is great against Soraka, great against Zac. But we're going to spectate Kai'Sa Udyr while Yup pays attention to that. So that is Zero Zen, Rocket League, Orbgoal versus Llama, and Alternative. Alright, here we go. No one's on elimination yet, so everyone's kind of chilling for now. We do have Smolder who can stack. He's currently at 114 stacks. I don't know how many stacks per round he gets. To be honest, we'll have to check that later. Zero Zen and Orbgoal playing for both plants. Zero Zen dashes, but dashes into the wall, so Alternative gets a little more space. Llama trying his best to peel for Alternative. Alternative is getting some decent Smolder stacks with his abilities that are landing. And here comes the Smolder alt. Mom is called. Alternative needs more than his mom, though, as he is about to go down, and he will. Borbgo also about to go down, but it's a little tanky. Doesn't actually go down. Llama and Alternative lose that round. Borbgo and Zero Zen win that. Let's go on over to Scuttle and Krugs. Endril. Endril, jeez. Man, and Poppy's at Airbus. As the Swain alt pops, Socrates is still very tanky, but I don't think he's tanky enough to out-sustain the Swain, or is he? Pops the Heartsteel stack. Poppy Zed is in a closed area. Closed area is good for Poppy Zed because he can guarantee out. Although positioning kind of in a strange way. Oh, he's positioning for 3-5. That makes sense. Will get his ally up. Airbus is now level 9 on the Kassadin. Poppy Zed and Airbus will take the victory on that one.
This is my first time seeing the I Am Anxious and Creamy Pie from Team Raptor, and they've got a pretty crazy support double heal shield comp kind of going on there. They both got Sonic Boom, which is super interesting. Oh, and then Soraka just got Bread and Butter. Okay, so
whoa,
I think they're set up pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
We'll
know.
See how this go.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious how they scale because I feel like they might fall off, but they have not lost a single life. None of them have died, which is crazy. Right.
Yeah.
Endril and Socrates. I don't know why Socrates just left my brain on how to pronounce it. It was so weird. But here we go. Socrates knocked up. Luke and Hao are pretty healthy as well. Health-wise, I mean, overall, their game health. As Endril gets engaged on, is separated by Socrates. Endril will go for the bottom plant. Top plant achieved by Endril. Endril now teleports bot to help Socrates. Oh, and Hao uses the promise item to teleport back to Luke. Endril gets knocked up and gets killed. Mundo again on his own. The revive is in a decent spot if he wants to go for it. It's fairly tanky. The plant is about to spawn, but Hal knocks Socrates away from the plant. Portals to get away from the Mbessa ult will get the top plant all to himself, but Mbessa, Luke will get that plant. Oh, and Alistar knocks him into the ring, does a little bit of damage, not much because Socrates had the shield from the top plant. Luke getting the bottom plant. Oh, and Hal using that item to go back and knocks him back into this. Man, he's playing Alistar so well in this match. Socrates pops the Mundo ult, gets knocked into the ring again, will slowly burn. Hal and Luke pummeling Socrates, and Socrates will go down. Luke and Hal win that round.
Poppy Zed and Poppy Zed and
Erebus.
Erebus. Yeah, actually clutching up a round against Team Raptor there. I think they're starting to scale. Swain's got kind of unlucky with his augments, I would say. I mean, the recursion's pretty good with the 60 ability haste, but I can't imagine he won it twice, thrice. But I think the Cassidon's really going to start to scale with the Marks Mage.
Agreed.
Something to point out with twice thrice is that should have been a silver augment. It was likely the augment that was gain a random gold augment. So it was a gamble, and it probably didn't pay off too well for him because, like you said, twice thrice is really just not what he's looking for.
Maybe he could build an Asher's.
That would be pretty interesting. Let's spectate Zach Swain versus Cassidon Swain. Poppy Zed instantly pops ult, so Zav also pops his Swain ult in response. Lots of healing going on between both teams. All of them want the heals as they go for extra heals in the middle. Zav flashes. Uh-oh, his Swain ult is about to run out. But Erebus jumps back in and sustains the Swain ult, but has enough burst to actually take him down. Infections doesn't get that E off. The Swain pulls him away from doing that. Erebus gets heart-steeled, but Erebus will take him down. Erebus will survive and will get the Zac down before he goes down, and he will. Erebus will get the health just to be extra safe. And Erebus and Poppy Zed win that round. Let's go on over to Socrates. Endril versus Llama, an alternative. Both people are very low in this match. Llama going for the plant. Llama waiting. Oh, but they flash and Endril goes down. Socrates is on his own, but he's healthy, so he could potentially turn this around. Alternative, keeping his distance, making sure that he uses his range to all effectiveness against this Mundo melee tank. But Mundo just hard steals and one-shots him.
An incredible round with Team Raptor and was it Team Grom?
Do you remember the name?
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was Team Raptor versus Team Gromp, and very super unlucky columns for Team Raptor. They basically just died from columns, and then a very well played knockback and keep out played by Alistar when they're trying to come back into the ring.
All right, Zach Swain, Affection Zav, how do you think we come back from this, Skilded?
I want to be optimistic, but I'm looking at the builds and the augments, and I think they might be cooked. Marks Mage on Swain seems good on paper, but doing extra on hit is not necessarily what Swain needs to do to succeed.
Oh, but Zach is dealing damage, though. They're doing well so far. My goodness, and Pantheon is instantly down. Green Shark, all on her lonesome. Maybe looking for a portal, but there's no portal over there. The portal is up here. We'll take the portal, but Zach can engage from that distance. As Swain pulls her in, and they will be able to survive another round.
I stand corrected. Yeah, they looked pretty powerful there.
And then let's go to I'm Anxious and Creamy Pie. Seems like their comp is kind of falling off, as Llama and Alternative have been struggling a bit this round. But, oh, Creamy Pie, my boy. We'll get some healing from the plant. A lot of healing, actually. Karma is available for the revive. I Am Anxious is anxiously waiting for the revive, but I don't think Creamy Pie will be able to get there, as the Smolder has the execute hit the 225 stacks. So Smolder's in a really good spot for that. Again, I keep forgetting to track how many stacks he gets. Okay, remember, 268 is the stacks. Let's head on over to Gromp and Scuttle. Another Swain gets knocked into the ring. Erebus and Poppy Zed take down the Alistar and Bessa, I believe. As we get another voting phase here. Riven means no changes. Samira is first one that attacks, deals slightly extra damage, I believe, and gets bonus gold. And Scion, the ring it closes faster, and it also rotates a little more as the champions are fighting one another. Looks like there's a pretty even distribution for voting. Majority is on Samira.
I want to point out how Hao and Luke are going for Scion again here. They're really the Scion benefiters, and
Oh, I thought it was
but
going.
doesn't land.
I thought it was
Yeah,
going
me
towards
too.
them. I was like, "There's no way." Yeah, they definitely wanted that, but they won't. So we have Riven, which means there's no rule changes. Nothing new. Interesting choice for final round. I guess people want a completely fair match and don't want to rely on anything cheesy. So I will get the
That is
majority
a
vote.
Big Zach.
How big is he? Wait, where is he?
Big.
Oh, there he is. 6k health. Nice. Alright, we're going to spectate Minion, a.k.a. Wait, they have a bye. Ignored me. We're going to spectate the Swain and Zac again. Zav, Infections versus Luke and Alistar. Or Hugh, I should say. Ah, alright. What the heck? Why did... There we go. It took a second. Alright, Infection Zav could potentially be eliminated here. How instantly engages. Mbessa ult follows up. Swain pops the ult. Zav is going to heal with the melee people here. Pops Ghost. Not healing too much. Plant is in the middle. Zav gets one of those charges. Luke and Alistar just keeps on sticking onto Zav, and there's nothing much he can do. And usually Swain likes this, but clearly he doesn't have enough sustain to outdamage them. As Luke will take down Swain. Infections 1v2. His ally will be revivable shortly. Plant is spawning. Infections will probably stick to his ally to try and go with the revive. Never mind. He flashes for the plant. Will try to E, but Hal knocks him away from his ally. Infections is in a really tough spot right now as the ring continues closing. Infections, I don't think, can no longer go for the revive, and he enters passive form. Hal and Luke should be able to get the passive. Plant will spawn. Zac will need to auto-attack the plant basically instantly for any chance to survive. Lands the Q. Knocks them together. Infections pops the ultimate. Will get some health back. Is trying his best to stay in and keep himself in this match. Infections will finally go down after a long, hard-fought battle. And that will be elimination for them.
Airbus from Team Scuttle, really, that Marks Mage is, I mean, it is going crazy. 1,300 damage. Or 13,000, excuse me, damage done total. 1,900 done in just the last round alone. Sejuani actually pinged it. From Team 4 actually pinged it after the match was over, and I think I agree. It is definitely doing some work.
Oof, okay, well, we'll see. I mean, they're scaling quite well. Swain has only died once in their comp. So now we're going to focus on Sejuani Smorter, aka Llama Alternative. Bessa. Oh, it switched.
I like the pairing of Rite of Ruin and Atmas on Sejuani. I think it's very creative.
It is creative. We'll see how creative it is, as Smolder is now at 302 stacks. They instantly engage on Smolder. Nice ult to peel off Alternative. Llama is going to guide Alternative to the bot side, and wow, that's a lot of movement speed Alternative has. Alternative gets one plant. Remember, Smolder does have the execute, so... Oh, whoa! The ring gets knocked up, actually. It seems like Hal and Luke are kind of having trouble focusing the same target. Zhonya's pop. Smolder trying his best to kite. Ring will be closing this soon, so Smolder can't kite too much when the ring is close. Luke in a 1v2. Alistar trying to heal up. Alistar is a little too far away, but pops the ring to get back. Alternative goes to the ring. It pops his shield bow. Has a lot of shielding from the shield bow plus the plant. Llama about to go down. Llama trying to run and stall for a Smolder to deal damage. Oh, an Alternative does actually fly over. He's chilling. Never mind. But he's not chilling that much, as Llama and Alternative will be eliminated from the final match.
Airbus from Team Scuttle, another strong victory from them. Same thing going on, holding up again against another team. I think Lightning Rod is a little bit better than I gave it credit for in general, even on characters that don't necessarily want the armor or magic resist like normally. I think it's just such a good item, just solid base stats and active or and passives, and yeah, I think it's really broken.
All right, Caitlyn Pantheon facing elimination. They're facing Scuttle, so first place team.
Caitlyn has Scopier weapons, which is already just making her attack range so much longer. So she should have around 750 right now, and going up even higher when her rapid fire cannon is up. So she's going to be hitting from very far away.
Ooh, good damage onto the Swain. Airbus, though, just one-shots essentially. And Erebus just so strong, and that will eliminate Bean Shark and Vega. Let's switch on over to the other match. We have Gromp versus Sentinel, aka Howl, Luke, and Zero Zen Borbgol. Borbgol and Zero Zen looking pretty healthy so far, as they instantly engage onto Zero Zen right as I say that, and Zero Zen is going to go down, but has a nice ultimate. The stasis comes out, and another stasis comes out. Borbgol healing so much from that, actually. And Borbgol goes down. Ooh, Zero Zen, what are you going to do here, buddy? Let's see if he can outplay this. It would be a miracle. Does have the portal. He's trying to bait them in and then take the portal. Oh, and Luke just flashes onto him. Gets knocked into the ring. Zero Zen is going to go down. Ring popped out by Howl, the item. Zero Zen does get... Ooh, no, he doesn't. Oh, and does get the revive. Borbgol needs to 1v2. Dodges the Embessa ult. Does have the plant to get a little bit of health regen back into the fight. Borbgol pops the stasis again. The ring is closing. Howl goes into stasis as well. So many stasises. I don't even know if that's the right sentence or words. What? Stacy's. That's probably sounds more fancy. We'll go with Stacy's. And that is Udyr and Kai'Sa, Borbgol and Zero Zen eliminated. And now we're down to the final two. Both incredibly healthy, so we're going to get a few rounds of these final two.
I don't know who I'm putting my money on here. I think if I had to pick, I am putting my money on Erebus here. I think that Mark's Mage is, I mean, not to bring it up again, but my goodness, it's really putting in some work over there.
I mean, you need to bring it up constantly. It's that powerful of a thing right now.
Yeah.
He just rolled with haste, which is gain movement speed equal to 1.5 times your ability haste.
Ooh.
Wow.
So now he's just got 500 movement speed constantly.
I feel pretty good. Embessa ult lands onto Poppy Zed, the Swain. Good AoE damage from Luke and Alistar. Knocks away. I mean, this is just... everyone's just getting on top of one another. It's really hard to actually track what's going on. And here's the stasis effect.
Anti-heal.
They both do?
They don't.
What Embessa does?
Poppy Zed and Erebus.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right about that one. But we'll see how that plays out. They have plenty of rounds. They could buy more healing reduction next. Howl goes down. Or his teammate goes down, rather. The ring activated. Another stasis. Erebus getting lower. Gets knocked towards the ring, but it won't matter.
Look at that shield from the lightning rod.
Healing reduction not needed.
Apparently not. We'll see if they change their build. Erebus could sell his boots. Not sure if he will.
1,000 shield from lightning rod. What is it? For every...
It lasts 2 seconds. Every 16-second auto cast. So 16 seconds he'll get the shield if he's in it.
Reduced by 1 second. And benefit from your abilities.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's not actually 16. Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, he's auto-attacking. He's attacking in general really quickly, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's maybe like 5 seconds. Alistar engages on both of them. Teleports back to Luke to try and protect himself. They did get the Swain ult. We'll see if Swain can get his ultimate back up by hitting the plants. Good knockup. Engaging onto the Kassadin. That's who you want to focus, but Kassadin teleports out. Erebus getting the top left plant. Erebus. Swain pops the ultimate. Loves having these melees around. And I don't know whose black hole that is. I believe that is... Check in a minute. I think it's Alistar's. Yeah, it is Alistar's. Howls. Flashes away. Tries to survive. Embessa almost gets Poppy Zed down. And they teleport back in and try to finish off the Zed, but they just can't. He's just a little too tanky. Does have a plant. Will get some health back from that. Stasis popped. Howl knocks Erebus into the ring, but it's not far enough into the ring where Erebus is scared. Erebus is going to get the top left plant. Poppy Zed will focus onto Embessa. These fights are crazy. Ring gets knocked into. Zed gets knocked into the ring. Erebus on his own on the side. The lily pad is separating them. This is like that one scene from Star Wars Episode 1. If you know, you know. Oh, Alistar knocks him into the ring. Erebus trying his best to shield the Alistar damage with his Q. Teleports back. The lily pad might knock away someone and does get knocked up. And Luke and Howl in the round that time. Man, this is an intense final two.
Divide and conquer. Luke and Howe just splitting up that duo and taking them out one by one. That was some fantastic Alistar gameplay there.
I think some anti-heal needs to be coming out from Team Scuttles and...
oh, there it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Relnomicon
Yeah,
completed on
that's
this.
huge.
Oh, wait. He sold it?
Oh, wait.
And Serpent's Fang purchased for
Serpent's
Kassadin.
Fang. Interesting.
So they're deciding that the shields are a bigger problem than the heals. I can see that. Oh,
I
okay.
forget
Swain
the
also
move.
bought Morale and Nomicon. Okay, so they're doing completely countering their strengths. We'll see if it pays off. I think these are
Well,
good buys. And if they're wrong, then they still have another round. They're not eliminated. Alistar engages instantly onto Swain. Ambassa follows that up. Stasis for all 4 members. Sun comes out onto Swain again. Erebus just teleporting like crazy, has so much mana, so much CDR, so much movement speed. You cannot get Kazan off of you. Luke getting out. Erebus getting lower and lower on the Luke. Alistar so tanky. He's a beefy boy, but Zed has taken no damage yet. The Black Hole not doing much either. Oh, Hal and Luke get separated. I don't know if that's what they want. It seems like the anti-healing, anti-shielding is working well for
immediately
Erebus and
gets
Poppy Seed. And the stasis comes out again. Erebus will stick in that black hole, but we'll be fine. Howl pops another stasis, and there goes Howl and Luke. Poppy, Zed, and Erebus in the round. And I think that might be it. This could be the potential final round. Unless
that
Howl and
Wow.
Luke
immediately
do
made a
something.
massive difference.
16,000 shielding reduced in 1 round.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
4,000 healing reduced.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder why mages don't get access to an anti-shield item. I think I've heard Riot August talk about it before, but I don't remember exactly what he said.
because
But
imagine if
Well,
Cassim got more damage and could deal 16,000 shielding reduced.
in,
yeah.
in this case, it's worth it to
Yeah.
buy an anti-synergetic item and still like that did functionally more than 16,000 damage.
Yeah.
Here we go. Potentially final round. Taking their 1v1s, but Poppy Zed has a lot of range with his ult. This is a pretty interesting map to fight on, the potential final map of the tournament. Mbessa trying her best to get Erebus. Erebus wants to chase Luke. Stasis pop for How. Mbessa teleports to the other side. We'll try and take the top plant. How is a little far behind. I don't know whenever his ring is up to teleport to Luke. There it is. He just teleported. Knocks up Cassidon. Erebus just seems too tanky for how much damage he's also dealing. Luke lands the ultimate onto Erebus. I don't know if that's who he wanted, but that's who he ended up getting. Plant has spawned in the middle. Poppy Zed is now kiting towards the plant. Hits 1 charge. Alistar knocks Erebus into the ring, but Erebus is chilling. We'll go back into it. Erebus takes down Mbessa. How in the last situation, last stand, bottom plant is there. Poppy Zed will get 1 charge of the plant, get 2 charge of the plants, gets all 3 charges. How will revive Mbessa? I don't think they'll have enough damage to deal with the Swain heals and the Cassidon fully stacked ultimates. And Luke, and the stasis comes out. Luke should be finished off right here, right now. Swain W will land onto both of them slow. Swain pops the ult, finishes off Mbessa. How goes down, and Poppy Zed and Erebus take the victory for the final game, Game 3. I have no idea who
Man.
ended up winning the tournament. We're going to have to do some calculations.
Wow.
What a game.
Those were some smart item purchases there at the end with the Serpent's
Yeah.
Fang.
100%.
Now the numbers are inflated a little bit because Alistar's has some massive shields like what's that item called? Gargoyle Stone Plate. Like reducing
I'd say
that's
it
gonna
still
add like
counts,
thousands,
though.
but it's still, especially in arena, every point of shield counts. Had that gone even a little bit longer and Alistar had Stone Plate and Fire, that can be a big winning move. So like the Serpent's Fang safeguarding against that.
Yeah, pretty crazy
Wow.
match for sure. Thanks. So I'm going to have to definitely do some calculations because I think we have a very close match, but I need to put up the scores for this. Fifth place is I Am Creamy. So yeah, talking about the Soraka and Karma, they did unfortunately fall off a bit. But fifth is not bad. That might have secured them fourth, potentially. We'll see. Tired Bean, fourth place. Zengol, third in this match. I mean, and this is all the points for the current round that we just witnessed. And then we have Luke Howe in second. And then we have Poppy Bliss in first. All right, let me post this, and then it's time to do some math, the fun stuff. All right, hang on. All right, anyone watching the stream, feel free to correct me if you think I did my math wrong, because there's a chance.
2 + 2 is 4 - 1. That's 3.
Dude, maybe you should track
Quick
the
maths.
scores. Okay. Round 3 final. Okay, let's do the total. Let me get these names. We'll go alphabetically. All right. Start here. Alternative Llama. Finals round 1, round 2, round 3. Okay, got it. Alternative Llama placed 10th for the, or sorry, I got 10 points for the first game. Llama, 6 points. 10 plus 6 is 16. Llama, 3. So 16 plus 3 is 19 points. Next, we'll do How Luke. How Luke, I keep going to that one, my bad. How Luke, 7 points. 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 plus 8 is 23. That's 23 points. Yeah, again, behind the scenes, not that special. Okay. Oh, love getting spam in my Twitch chat. Let's go. I should say our Twitch chat, actually. I am Creamy. 1 plus 3, that's 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 points. I can't type. Oh my goodness.
98 points.
That would have been a big error, huh?
Whoa.
That's a clear winner right there.
Let's start rearranging these. We'll move this person above here.
If you get more points than all the other teams added together, you get all of their prizes too.
That would be
Yeah.
crazy. Maybe next tournament. Poppy Biss, let's see. 4 points. 4 plus 10, 14. 14 plus 10 is 24. Ooh, barely overtaking
Wow.
How Luke. But I don't know if that's it. I don't know if they're guaranteed first. So 24 points. Poppy Bliss, we'll move them above here. So end. Finals round 1. So we have 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay. There you will go up 1. Tired Bean, who had the substitute, who I think actually their best game was actually with their substitute. 2 points, so 2 plus 1, 3. It indeed was. 3 plus 6 is 9. I calculated that right. 6 plus 1. Hang on, I just want to make sure. 6, 7, 9. Okay, yeah, I was correct. So we got a tie for 9 points. Move this. I don't think it's going to matter because I think there's someone else higher ranking than 4th. We'll see. Zab Infection next. We have 8 plus 7. That is 15. 15 plus 2, 17. So that's top 4 so far. Again, we haven't done Zengel though. 17 points. We'll move that right here. That is not what I wanted to copy. There we go. All right, last person. This could decide who gets top 4. Let's look at Zengol. Zengol.
Zengol.
That didn't mean to. I got distracted. 3 points. So 3 plus 4. That's 7. 7 plus 7, 14. So that will secure them 5th place, I believe. I'll need to double check.
14 or 15?
I will double check. So we have 3 points. That's 3 plus 4. That's 7. And then 7 plus 7 is 14.
14.
Yep.
So the results. We'll do final stats.
Oh, by the way, I checked. There is that tie. I know it's not 4th place or higher, but there is that tie for 9 points, and Tired and Bean actually would win over Socrates and their partner because that last arena game they placed higher.
That is true. That's a good observation. Thank you for bringing that up. Now, we'll move them up just to be safe. But again, with all due respect, the prizes are for top 4, but still very impressive.
The fact their own mental.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it matters to them.
I agree. I think you're right. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna put a bar right down the middle just to indicate top 4. And that's it. That is the tournament. So from 8th place to 1st place, we have I Am Creamy featuring I Am Anxious and Creamy Pie with 8 points. So N featuring Socrates and Endril, 9 points. Tied is Tired Bean with Tired and Bean Shark, although Bean Shark did actually have a substitute, and their best game was with that substitute, funnily enough. So props to them. Zengol in 5th place with 14 points. Zero Zen and Borbgol. We have Zav Infection featuring Zav and Infections with 17 points. Alternative Llama, believe it or not, featuring Alternative and Llama with 19 points. How Luke and How with 23 points. Why did I reverse that order? That was silly of me. Poppy Biss featuring Poppy Zed and Airbus with 24 points, clutching it by 1 point. They managed to beat. Actually, wait, no. So that was so cinematic because that final game actually could have decided the victor.
Yeah, true.
That's crazy. Let's see. Is Poppy?
It would have.
It would have what? It would have. Yeah.
No, it would have been a tournament deciding game. It was.
Yes.
Props to Papa Bliss for picking some pretty not necessarily super meta picks, right? They had Zed Sejuani. They had what was the other one that they did? The one before that.
We can look at the match history. So let's see. The first game they picked Rise Cho'Gath. Second game they picked Sejuani Zed. The last game they picked Kassadin Swain.
Kassadin Swain.
Yeah, that's an interesting combo. Never would have thought of it.
Yeah.
Daniel, would you mind going to Poppy Biss's voice channel and asking if they would be up for an interview on stream?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if they have stream. Oh, I should probably stop watching the stream. Stop watching all the streams. How do I close your stream? Hang on. There we go. That's one way. Did they agree?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm moving them. Poppy Biss, Airbus, Poppy Zed.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Do I?
So, what'd you say, Poppy?
No. It was kind of crazy. Go ahead, though.
Oh, yeah? Did you guys think you were going to do well? Did you guys think you were going to place first? Or are you guys surprised?
After the first game, it was it was like Arbis was kind of hopeless. He was like, "Oh damn, bro, we got 5th place," and I'm like, "Nah, bro, manifest that 1st place, bro. We manifested that."
And you certainly did, yeah.
We did.
Let's go.
In your matches, did you guys just pick your champion? Because we can't see it on our end. Did you guys pick your champions, or did you go Ultimate Bravery for any of the matches or anything like that? How'd you decide your champions?
We just picked. I think Bravery is very. The name makes sense. Because if I get Bravery, I will get random champion. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I tried that before.
Was crowd favorite, but everything else I think was just.
It ended up being super mean. You know you're doing something right when you got 1,700 Heartsteel stacks with the Heartsteel quest. You know, you guys had all that item haste. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was telling me to let them live so he could stack them, bro.
Dude,
he was toxic, bro. I was killing them, but he was like, "No, let them live."
I thought that was just BM.
No, he was stacking of you, bro.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice. I thought it was BM as well. If you rewatch the VOD, you'll definitely hear us say, "Wow, Airbus doing some taunting there." But that makes sense for stacking. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So what was there any comps that you guys went against that surprised you on how well they did?
Honestly, Breaking the Ramon's Velvet.
Mm.
That seemed pretty
Yeah.
scary, but
That
I don't
was
know.
Hal and Luke,
Yeah.
the second place. They were
Yeah.
very
Nice. Yeah, those guys were brand new. One of them really loves Arena, excuse me. Really loves it. He
Yep.
made sure that everyone knew. But yeah, I was surprised. Never knew who those guys were until now. So maybe we'll see them again. Maybe not. We shall see. So, what do you guys think? Are you guys going to do another arena tournament if we host it? Are you going to run it back?
Hell
You
yeah,
wanna
why
retire?
not?
You would? Okay. Man.
Right now, put it all on the line, double or nothing.
Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm
We do
comfortable here.
we do another one, except if you lose, then you've got to pay Spencer the money you would have won.
Yeah, that's me, by the way. Yeah, you need to pay me. You know what? Let's do that for every person in the tournament.
Oh my god.
That way we'll have no one show up. Okay. For real though, Gilded Bark, Daniel, do you have any questions for them?
No, I'd just say good. I'd say good job. You guys played her super well. You know,
Yeah.
it was super interesting picks too. Some good synergy going on in all the games that you guys won. I think that's really what pulled it together for you guys is you guys just had some pretty mean synergies.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
surprised because they were focusing me as Swain when he was Cassidy.
Yeah.
The
Like he was
Serpent's
doing all the
Fang
damage.
buy
Yeah.
was huge, by the way.
Yeah.
It was.
You did
I know, like the numbers were a little inflated because of Alistar's items, like the what do you call it, the
Gargoyle.
Empyrean ring or something.
gargoyle,
Yeah, and he had the ring
and the
item.
but like still like massive like shielding reduction.
Yeah, that Ambassador was scary.
Yeah.
That
Was.
Ambassador was definitely scary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they went Warmucks though.
Mm.
I cannot see my route probably.
Yeah, I think the anti-heal, anti-shield buy actually literally won you guys the whole thing.
Yeah, which by the way, if you didn't come in first there, you wouldn't have like that last
Yeah.
round was actually tournament deciding.
Yeah, you guys
So-
would have placed second if you lost that.
Definitely the healing reduction, shielding reduction was massive. The adaptation,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that you needed that to win was
Huge.
worth the win. Yep.
So Erebus,
Nice.
you've won an ARAM tournament. You now have won an arena tournament. This is probably the most intense arena tournament. We've never had 16 duos compete. Last one had only 8. So Erebus, what are you winning next?
Dude, Worlds.
Worlds?
Let's
Going
mean-
to Worlds then.
Setting your sights a little low, don't you think?
Yeah, what do you think I should set it on?
Beat Faker in a 1v1. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. Worlds, okay. If only there was a... Man, can you imagine if there was a Worlds Arena tournament?
Dude, that'd be kind of crazy.
And that
Maybe one
brings
day.
us into our next segment.
Yeah,
an
our next
exciting
announcement.
New announcement.
Imagine, that would be so cool, actually. Maybe one day. There will be an EU tournament, so maybe we'll do like an EU NA crossover type thing, but the ping will be a big issue. We'll see. Anyways, Erebus, Poppy Zed, thank you so much for participating. Congrats. I know you have added me. I assume you still have me added, Erebus. If not, then please re-add me so I can send you your prize. Poppy Zed, I don't think I have you added.
Yeah, I had to add you.
Yeah. Is your name still Poppy Zed, or is it your previous name?
No, it's so episode, yeah.
Nice. I'll send you a friend request to make sure to send those. Anything you guys want to shout out? Any last words you want to say?
I just want to shout out to my girlfriend. She's my
Okay.
princess.
Mm.
Inside joke, don't worry about it. She's gonna
Okay.
be mad at me now.
I'm sure she'll get it. Yep.
It's okay.
Everyone
We
clip
didn't-
that. Everyone clip that in chat.
Yeah, clip it so I can send it to her, bro.
Spencer's gonna make it as like sub sound.
Nah, that's crazy. That's
I'm gonna have you say a sentence, and then I'm gonna re-edit that sentence to say something nice about me as my sub sound. How about that? Tournament King is my princess.
You know, you want all right? Here's your soundbite. Tournament King is my princess. Also, there you go. Now you can use that.
Guys, clip that! Clip that right now! Clip it! Clip it!
Shit, yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to shout out, Poppy?
Nah, that's it, bro.
Airbus? Anything on your end?
Yo, all I
Yo.
gotta say is thanks so much for hosting.
Yeah.
It was
thank
hella
you.
fun.
Yeah.
Glad you enjoy it. Thank you both for participating. Well, I will move you back. You guys are welcome to stay in your voice channel or leave, but I'll send the
Yep.
prizes as soon as I can.
No worries.
Awesome, thanks.
Have a
Thanks.
good rest of your day. Congrats again.
You too.
Well, Gilded Bark, Daniel, we are still on live. Anything you guys want to shout out?
Shout out to my grandma.
Classic.
Me, I don't know. Just thanks for having us. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for participating, for casting in this. For those of you that don't know, I actually went to Reddit on the Arena subreddit looking for casters. There's some people that are interested. Then one person said they were interested. They played a lot of Arena. I was like, great, this is going to work well. And he ghosted me. Another person said he's interested, but something came up, unfortunately, so that didn't work out. And another person was interested, but wasn't available for this date. So I was kind of forced to cast this myself. And I thought I need people that I think would be comfortable casting, that I know would cast well, and know their knowledge for Arena. So I made sure to ask Gilded Bark and Daniel. They've never casted before. This is their first time. So huge shout out to them. They made my life significantly easier talking more about the analytical side while I just stuttered my way through talking about the play-by-play. So thank you both so much. I appreciate you both.
Let's go. We're number one.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. I'm going to leave you both. Thank you again. Sure, there's nothing else you want to shout out before I have to abandon you.
Live long and prosper.
Well said. Well said. All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll probably talk to you guys in a bit.
Later.
Yep.
All right, lads. That was it. Let's go through the groups real quick, shall we? Just to give one final goodbye, one final shout out. We have Group A, Alternative Llama, featuring Alternative Llama, Christian, Orion, Lion Mars, Bisexual Lion, Twitching Mars 13, Lord Luxio, Lord Azpam, and Lady Luxio. Poppy Bliss, the winners, Poppy Zed, Airbus. We have Zab Infection, Zab Gamer, Infections, hashtag NA1. Zengol, Zero Zen RL, Borbical, Zeri Moose, Zeri Cruz, and Moose. Then we have Group B, Berserking Thuko, Berserking Goat, and Quef Thuko. How Luke, I Am Creamy, featuring I Am Anxious and Creamy Pie. Player Rage, featuring player number 9, Voiceless Rage. So End, featuring Socrates and Endril. Tired Bean, featuring Tired and Bean Shark, but there was a substitute at the final game. Valorous Numbers, featuring Valorous Flame and Set of Numbers. And Zuzi, featuring Zuzema and Ladzi. We'll look at the finals one more time, the final score. From last place to first place, I Am Creamy with 8 points, So End at 9 points, Tired Bean at 9 points, Zengol at 14 points, Zab Infection, who will be getting a chest or a key, their call, who at 17 points, Alternative Llama, who will be getting a Hextech chest and key at 19 points, How Luke at 23 points, who will be getting 2 Hextech chests and keys, and Poppy Biss getting the grand prize of 1 mystery skin each. Thank you all so much for watching. I've said at the beginning of this update of the year for 2025 that I'm going to be a lot more transparent with donations. I said at the end of the year I'll reveal how much I've earned, but I'll just do it every stream, I guess. So far we've received $35 in donations. So if you guys are interested in donating and supporting the prizes, because these are all free to enter, anyone's allowed to enter for free and get these prizes. If you're interested in donating, completely optional, but you can scroll down here on the Twitch. There's a Streamlabs link that will go through PayPal, and there's a Venmo that will obviously go through Venmo. And you can also, if you're interested in supporting me in other ways, I have a main YouTube channel where I've been posting content here, if you want to check that out as well. And again, totally optional. If you want to support us, or support me, I guess, so I can support the rest of the tournaments, that would be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, the next tournament was supposed to be next week on Saturday. It was supposed to be a Teamfight Tactics tournament. I'm going to reschedule that. You'll understand why. Main reason is that the TFT is getting a new set, and we thought it would be more exciting to do it new. Next tournament, I believe, will be an arena. I'm going to get feedback. If people are really, 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 really into the arena match, then we'll probably run it back doing another arena tournament. If people are kind of hesitant and they would rather do an ARAM tournament, it'll probably be ARAM. With that being said, that will wrap it up. Thank you, Jose Uwu420, for the compliment. He said, very good tournament. Your stuff is really cool, by the way. Discord layout is pretty good. Thank you very much, Jose. All right, that will wrap it up. Again, huge shout out to Yup and Gilded Bark for casting. They help me so much, and I appreciate it. Like I said, they've never casted before. We'll see. Well, maybe we'll bring it back. Time will tell. Anyways, I'm signing out. Congratulations to Poppy Biss, Hal Luke, Alternative Llama, and Zab Infection for placing top 4. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. See you guys later.